Knitting Circle is a puzzly tile-laying game of knitting with kitties. It's a cozy afternoon, and you and your feline friend are settling in around the knitting circle. Everyone is focused on their projects, but there's some healthy competition among the knitters. As your cats sort through the yarn in the central basket, selecting the best options, you'll be competing to see who can make the coziest garments, coordinate colors and patterns, and keep up with requests from friends and family. Knitting Circle is a brand new, standalone, follow-up game to the hit spatial puzzle Calico. This is a new game that has completely unique mechanisms and all-new artwork by Beth Sobel, but it has all of the same cozy yet crunchy goodness that Calico fans adore. Calico was our first crowdfunded game. In 2019, over 6,000 backers helped our team make the game a reality. Since then, Calico has been published in dozens of languages and won numerous awards, including the American Tabletop Association's Strategy Game of the Year. We are thrilled to expand the Calico universe with this unique puzzle game designed by Emily Vincent. Developed by the team that brought you Calico, Cascadia, Verdant, and other games in the Flatout Games library, Knitting Circle is a colorful, tactile puzzle game for the whole family. Rules are simple and can be taught in just a few minutes. Let's get cozy and check out how it's played. In Knitting Circle, each player takes on the role of a unique knitter-feline duo. You'll take your spot around the knitting circle and send your cat to the central yarn basket, where they will help you collect yarn. The game takes place over 6 rounds, with each round having 2 phases, the yarn drafting phase and the crafting phase. In the drafting phase, players' cats will take turns moving around the central basket rondelle to collect yarn. Yarn comes in one of 6 colors, and each yarn tile is double-sided, with a knit side, with this V-shaped patterning, and a purl side, which is solid. You'll want to select your yarn wisely, as each garment that you work on will need to have one of 4 patterns: solid, striped, color block, or symmetrical. Each garment must also be constructed from alternating knit and purl tiles. Once each player has drafted 4 yarn tiles from the basket, players move on to the crafting phase. Now that you have your yarn, it's time to get knitting. The crafting phase is played simultaneously by all players. You may do as many actions as you want during the crafting phase, as long as you have enough yarn. During the crafting phase, you can do various actions, including discarding yarn tiles to get garment cards. These are the blueprints for the various articles of clothing you'll be creating. They also give you points for completion and unique bonuses, depending on the cards you choose. You'll also take your yarn tiles and knit them onto your garments. As you complete garments, you may have opportunities to draw more yarn tiles from the bag and work towards your button goals. Each player has 3 types of button goals that they are trying to achieve. If you're able to match your projects to the color combination, pattern type, and/or garment type from your buttons, you'll get to add these buttons onto your garment when it's completed. Watch out, though. You need to make sure that your garments match one of the 4 allowable patterns. Otherwise, you'll have to take a grumpy, kitty, ugly garment button. Don't worry. You can always gain and spend your Grabby Paw tokens to send your cat into the yarn bag to get exactly the tile you want. At the end of the 6th round, you'll take a look at all your projects. Points will be scored for the button goals you've achieved with each of your garments, the points on your garments based on how long each is, and any bonus points that you've earned. You'll subtract points for any ugly garment buttons you have. If you're playing with the advanced setup, you'll also have a number of request goals to complete each game. The player with the most points at the end is the winner. Knitting Circle takes the pattern building you know and love from Calico and brings you a unique new puzzle that is beautiful and cozy and will tickle your brain in all the right ways. The quick rondelle drafting and the simultaneous crafting phase makes the game feel like a real knitting circle with your friends. As you pass the yarn bag around and discuss your different projects, the game is both easy to get to the table and fun for everyone. The optional addition of the request cards and the range of goals and bonuses on the garment cards mean that every time you play, you'll be solving a completely fresh puzzle. Knitting Circle also includes a mini expansion for Calico that uses components from the game to provide a new drafting experience. By using the cat tokens and the central knitting basket, you can play an alternative version that brings new strategy to Calico tile drafting and is a great new twist on an old favorite. Knitting Circle also has a robust solo mode that plays very similarly to the multiplayer experience. It has a number of achievements, alternative game modes, and scenarios to work through. Like Calico, Cascadia, and all our other solo games, there is a lot of content in the box for those who love a relaxing, puzzly solo experience. Our previous games have gained popularity because of their high-quality game design, product design, and overall player experience. Knitting Circle is no exception. Whether you love Calico and are interested in a new game with similar vibes, or are brand new to spatial puzzle games, Knitting Circle is a great game to cozy up with.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Stankiewicz, co-founder and designer-developer at Flatout Games. We've gathered our entire Knitting Circle team to introduce themselves and talk about this exciting project that we're launching.
Hi, I'm Emily Vincent, the designer of Knitting Circle. I also worked on the game development with the Flatout Games collab team.
Hi everyone, I'm Joseph Z. Chen. I was a developer on Verdant and am back in the collab to do development on Knitting Circle.
Hi all, I'm Rob Melvin. I'm a founding member of Flatout Games, focused on development and logistics for the Knitting Circle project.
Hi, I'm David Yetzi. I'm one of the original developers from Calico, the designer of the last Flatout Games collab title Nocturne, and I worked on development for Knitting Circle.
Hey everyone, I'm Dylan Mangini, and I'm the graphic designer for Knitting Circle.
Hi there, I'm Molly Johnson, co-founder of Flatout Games, and I've been involved in the development, art direction, and marketing for Knitting Circle.
In 2023, we connected with Emily to try out her knitting game that was getting a lot of buzz in game design circles. We were really delighted to find that it had super cozy vibes and a theme we were really excited about. We cannot wait for you to try it.
With every game that we release, we want the rules to be simple, the gameplay to be quick, and the quality high. Most importantly, we want the game to be fun and challenging for everyone. Our first published game, Calico, set us on this path, and Knitting Circle continues on it.
As always, we strive to include engaging illustrations and clear graphic design, making Knitting Circle easy to play no matter how much experience you have with games. Once again, Beth Sobels produced incredible illustrations, and we worked hard to make the game interface clear and accessible to all.
Flatout's goal is to create games that you can play with friends and family to share time together around the table.
You might remember our team from our other collab projects, Calico, Cascadia, Verdant, Fit to Print, and Nocturne. To date, over 50,000 total backers have joined us to make these games a reality.
Knitting Circle is our newest collab project, which brings together a team to make great games while sharing the responsibilities and rewards of the process.
And here we are, 5 years after the launch of Calico. We've grown a lot in that time, but we continue to be a very small company with a collaborative spirit, and we're very excited to be launching our 8th crowdfunding project.
All we need now is your support to bring Knitting Circle to tabletops around the world.
We've worked really hard to make Knitting Circle the best it can be, and we think it's great. But you don't have to take our word for it. Check out the page below to find out more about the game, including early reviews and previews.
Thank you so much for checking out Knitting Circle. We hope you'll join us on the journey to making it a success.